Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Score. Welcome to my Match Week 32 predictions for the Championship. Of course, this round of fixtures is midweek, so as always, if you've got to enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. As always, let me know one team from this round of fixtures that you're certain will win this match week. We begin with Coventry hosting QPR in the first game. Now, Coventry last match week, of course, they did play Leeds United, one of the very few games of last match week, and actually went ahead. They did lose to Leeds United. Many sides have lost to Leeds United this season. As for QPR, of course, no FA Cup action for them. In this one, it'll be a tricky game for both sides, but I'm expecting Coventry to get the win here. 3-1 Cov in the first game of this match week. Derby versus Oxford is the next game. Oxford, of course, that unbeaten run with the new head coach Gary Rowett has come to an end. But, of course, I believe he was named Manager of the Month for January, wasn't he, of the Championship, which is, well-deserved from Gary Rowett. Did a terrific job, but it's still far from over. Talking about managers, Derby County have sacked Paul Warne, and the man that they are wishing to replace him with is John Eustace of Blackburn Rovers. That is right, Blackburn Rovers, who are currently 6th in the Championship. Derby are 21st, 22nd in the Championship? I think they're 22nd, aren't they, at the moment, which is incredible. Eustace is willing to drop from 6th in the Championship to 22nd just because he played for the club. I mean, come on. You're telling me you'd rather keep Derby up in the Championship or potentially risk becoming a League One manager than he would potentially rather go up to the Premier League with Blackburn Rovers, the side he kept up last season and has been on an incredible journey with over the last year and a bit. I mean, come on, football, the game's gone, honestly. Like, what is the thinking behind that? I just do not get it. Derby to get him shows huge ambition. Derby fans will be over the moon with that. But Blackburn fans, I mean, where's the loyalty gone in football? That is ridiculous. It's not like he's not like he's making a sideways move, at least. He's going completely downgrading. It's not like, I just don't know. Score prediction, this one, Derby 1, Oxford 1. Derby need the points. They got a good point against Norwich last time out. As for Oxford, of course, another point to their tally to try and stay up. 1-1 here. Plymouth Argyle hosting Millwall. Plymouth Argyle, of course, were the team everyone's talking about across the weekend after beating Liverpool. Plymouth have only won 5 Championship games this season. They've won 2 FA Cup games, both against Premier League opposition. They're heading for League One next season. Honestly, though, if they can play against the way they played against Liverpool on Wednesday night, they're more than capable of getting a result. I mean, just the willingness from everyone on that pitch in green to fight for their side was tremendous. That centre-back that got there is tough. Knocks out, of course. He just heads everything away, doesn't he? Throw anything at him and he will happily head it away. Get the bowling balls in, he will head that away. Magnificent defending, playing for the heart. And generally, in this one against Millwall, who have been on a decent little run recently, they're through in the FA Cup as well, aren't they? So in this one, though, I'm going to back the side that play at home. If they can play like they did on Sunday, on Wednesday, they can definitely get results. Plymouth 2, Millwall 1 in this one. Portsmouth host Cardiff. Next, Cardiff are through in the FA Cup. As for Portsmouth, of course, their home record is going to be what keeps them up in the Championship this season. And at home here, it's a really difficult game for both sides. But you know what? I'm back in Pompey for the 3-1 win in this one. Watford hosting Leeds next up. I remember this game from last season. It was an absolute thriller of a game. Leeds had to win, really, to try and get back into the top 2. Or I think it was Leeds when they started to crumble. That might have been it, actually. Leeds go here again as favourites this season. Watford have gone under a little bit of a under-radar performance-wise and results-wise in the last few weeks. But, no fear of getting relegated this season. They'll be fine in the Championship. As for Leeds, though, their ambition is to win the league and go back up. Something tells me something's going to go wrong somewhere along the lines. Leeds never do it the easy way. But for now, I think they stay on track. Watford 0, Leeds 2 in this one. Norwich versus Preston is the next game. Preston have a good away record away at Carrow Road. Can they continue that in this one? And when I say good, there's a lot of draws in there in recent times. In this one, I think it'll be a tricky game. Preston advancing in the FA Cup. They're at home once again in the next round. In this one against Norwich, I think their good form continues. 2-2 at Carrow Road in this one. Bristol City hosting Stoke next up. Stoke, of course, lost on penalty shootout against Cardiff to progress in the FA Cup. Back to league for them. It was a thriller of a game, by the way. In this one, they travel away to Bristol City. Bristol City really disappointed with them on the Sundays. They lost to my team, Swansea, somehow. I mean, that game could have easily been like a 5-all thriller. It's just a lack of final third product from both sides. Kept it a low-scoring one. You know, defences were on top in that one somehow. In the end, Swansea keep a clean sheet. I have no idea. In this one, Bristol City, I think, will lose again, actually. I don't know what it is. Bristol City, just as soon as they get close to the playoffs, they just somehow don't want it. I thought they were much the better side on Sunday. But in this one, you know, in football, you don't always get what you deserve. In this one against Stoke, I think Stoke get the win 2-1 away. On to my team Swansea as we host Sheffield Wednesday. There will be a matchday vlog from this one on Wednesday evening / Thursday morning. It's actually a late kickoff, so more likely to be a Thursday morning upload this one. So keep your eyes peeled though. Swansea got a good record against Sheffield Wednesday. Touch wood, that continues. As we got a much needed win on Sunday. I mean, that one win has taken us closer to the playoffs than relegation, which is mind-boggling because, you know, the last few weeks I've been probably really negative about the Swans. I don't want to be negative. Of course, no one wants to be negative about their side, but I was just trying to be realistic. And now, if we can string together a few wins, you know, we'll be fine for this season. Lewis O'Brien, what a player. How on earth have we got him? I have no idea. But time, damn, don't let him leave. In this one against Sheffield Wednesday, I think Swans are capable of it, you know. Whether we actually get over the line or not, I'm not too sure, but I'll go for it. Swans 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Come on, the Swans! Next up is Burnley hosting Hull. Hull away from home seem to be okay. Burnley keeping that incredible defensive record going at the moment, which is mad. James Trafford having the season of his life at the moment. Burnley don't score many goals, don't concede many either. In this one, I think they just about get past Hull in this one. 1-0 Burnley here. However, Hull have got a lot of firepower. Wouldn't be too surprised if they were to get a result here in this one. 1-0 Burnley is my prediction though. Sunderland versus Luton next up. Now, you just don't think that Luton can continue, you know, where they are on the table. Surely not. Surely something's got to change sooner rather than later. As for Sunderland, of course, still unbeaten at home. Last time out against Watford, it was nervy towards the end for Sunderland. I do think they will lose between now and the end of the season at home. But for now, it's going really well for the Black Cats. And I'd love to see them back in the Premier League because such a big, big club. I absolutely love Sunderland. It's just a team, like, you know, they just belong in the Premier League, don't they? Hopefully that is this season for them. In this one, I'm back in Sunderland for the win. 3-1. But at the same time, I hope Luton can get something and not go down this season, because that would be some story, wouldn't it? The roles reversed in between Sunderland and Luton. Of course, Sunderland the last side to get double relegated from Premier League to League One. Hopefully it doesn't happen for Luton, but it is on the cards at the moment. In this one, Sunderland to win 3-1. Sheffield United host Middlesbrough next up. Now, Middlesbrough and Sheffield United, two very strong sides. Middlesbrough have had the January window of their lives. It's incredible, the amount of signings. I mean, Mark Travers in goal is such a big upgrade on Seny Dieng, and Seny Dieng is a top keeper at this level, in my opinion. A bit shaky at times, but, you know, he's solid for a championship goalkeeper, and Travers is just, I cannot believe they've got him, Morgan Whittaker, some of the other players in there. It's just, you cannot name them all. It's just ridiculous. Iheanacho on loan. I mean, I don't think people understand how good this Borough squad really is in this one. Sheffield United also got a really good squad. That is worth pointing out. I can't split them, but somehow I have. Sheffield United 1, Borough 2. It could go either way, it really could, but I'm being brave. I don't want to go for a draw in this one. I'm being brave. I'm back in the Borough in this one. And the final game to predict is West Brom hosting Blackburn Rovers. Tony Mowbray returns to face his former side in Blackburn. In this one, Blackburn are going through a bit of a tough time in terms of managers, aren't they? You know, I don't understand Eustace at all at the moment. Of course, he gets sacked with Birmingham when he was near the playoffs. And now he's in the playoffs with Blackburn and they have a real genuine chance of getting it. He's been backed in the summer, been backed in January. He wants to leave. I mean, it's just comedy gold, isn't it? I mean, I feel really bad for the Blackburn fans, really. And players that have just signed, you know, mostly because of him, potentially. It is, I'd say, quite an attractive job to go into, the Blackburn job, because they are where they are on the table, and the squad they've got is quite exciting, I'd have to say. But I just don't understand it from John Eustace's point of view, to be honest. Walking away from that is just mental. I mean, I don't know. In this one, though, I can see Blackburn losing due to everything going on behind the scenes. It's really, really disappointing. I think West Brom take advantage of that, winning 3-0 in this one. Well then, guys, there are my predictions for match week 32 of the Championship. As always, if you have gone in to enjoy, be sure to drop that like and subscribe to the channel. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. One team that I'm certain will win this match week. It's a tough question, but I'm going to go for, just looking back through my predictions, one team to definitely win. You know what? It's not easy. There's a few big games this match week, but I'm going to go big and bold. I'll go Middlesbrough to beat Sheffield United, which would be a statement win. But that's one that I just look at and think, Borough can definitely do it. So there's my pick. What's yours? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one very soon. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.